Okay, next up is item number 6. Action on the 2018 Child and Adult Care Food Program Meal Service Training Grants for state agencies grant application. Deputy Superintendent Scott Jones, can you come up and introduce? Okay.
Good morning, Deputy Superintendent of Operations Scott Jones, and to my left is Kathleen Britton, Director of the Child Nutrition Program section. Kathleen can go into the details of this grant. It's a timing aspect where we were made aware of the availability of this particular grant in between board meetings and felt that since it is conducive to the benefit of our students, to the children, that we wanted to go ahead and start the process of applying for the grant with the condition or caveat that we would come to you as we are today to ensure that you're fully aware of the process that we took and what the grant does potentially for the students. So I'll turn it over to Kathleen for a little bit more details on the grant.
This is a non-competitive grant for $100,000 to allow us to do trainings at child and adult care centers in providing them tools to serve more healthy, nutritious meals with the meal pattern change that happened a year ago.
Okay. Just a little bit of background. Again, this was time sensitive. It came on us quick. It was brought to leadership's attention. We gave a green light that they could submit the grant, but if in the event that the board opposes the grant, we can pull back that submission. We won't accept. There's a way out, but there was just a small window for the on-ramp to put this together, and so that's why we're having this discussion today. And when we're done with this discussion, if I'll be seeking a motion to ratify the submission of the grant. So, Vice Chair Brittany Cummins, did you have a comment?
I'd just like to make a motion.
Sure.
I move that we ratify the submission of the grant application for the Child and Adult Care Food Program Meal Service Training Grant.
Okay, we have a motion to ratify the submission of this grant application. Do we have a second? Second. Discussion. Seeing none, let's vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Okay, well, the ayes, raise your hand. Okay, we have Board Member Cannon, Board Member Warner, Board Member Gravitt, Board Member Lear, Board Member Reby, Vice Chair Brittany Cummins. Linda, are you on?
Yes.
Are you a yes?
Yes.
Okay, that's 7. And then Board Member Huntsman is 8. I'm assuming everyone else is opposed. So, okay, so the motion passes. Well, let's do it right now. We have a little bit of a building and safety issue. Yes.
I just had a question regarding that last vote. Can I ask it now?
You bet.
Just 'cause I think the clarification.
Okay. Sorry, I got to.
He didn't turn me on. Now I'm
Okay.
on. Anyway, I just wanted clarification for the board record that what this, and Kathleen left.
She's right next to you.
No, not that Kathleen, the other.
Hey, well, can we bring this back? We
Just-
we
I-
have a
it's just
little.
a
We have a
simple-
building and safety issue that
Okay.
was brought to our attention, and I'm going to put
Oh.
safety ahead of.
That's, okay, fine.
And so we need to. So, Superintendent, what are we? what, are we doing a fire drill? Is that what we're doing?
No, people don't need to leave the building. We just need to deal with some electrical issues.
So we're gonna have a break,
10 minutes.
10 minutes, then we'll be back. I think we've got everything safely worked out. Is that correct? We hope so. Don't know what it was, but don't need to know. Glad we have good building maintenance and service people to take care of whatever it was. Okay, want to invite Deputy Superintendent Patty Norman and, oh, yeah, we have a question. Carol, your question on the last. Okay, will you turn your mic on? And I'll recognize that. Thank you, Board Member Lear.
And it really is a question to Director Brinton who spoke previously, who's the Child Nutrition Director. And I just wanted to make sure I have a clear understanding of what this grant, what this early childhood adult, disabled adult, I think it is, grant. And so who would that serve? Who would that grant serve?
This would serve the preschool children that would be then entering our school system.
And it would provide them with what?
It's training to provide to preschool teachers and home daycare providers and centers so that they learn to serve healthier, nutritious meals.
Okay, so that's the purpose of the grant. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure we understood clearly and it was stated in the minutes what the purpose of that was. So thank you. Thank you, Chair, for remembering that.
Okay, Deputy Superintendent Scott Jones.
Right, just real quick, and maybe I should have slowed down a little bit. I did mention about the timing aspect of this. For example, USDA will come down and say, hey, we have additional grant money for kitchen equipment, but we need to hear from you by July,
Well, it was by the 15th
by the 15th.
of this month.
Of this month's. So once we get that notification, though, all of the documents or backups are posted for this month. So then we look at July as being that. So we say yes to that, subject to our board reviewing it and doing that, because we don't want to, we'd rather err on the side of accepting additional funds that could benefit, schools for new kitchen equipment or refurbishment or whatever, or replacement or new equipment, than say no and forego that opportunity. We will always be transparent. This is the process we have to take, but it is a timing thing. Your staff doesn't go out and, under the radar or anything do this. We just try to make sure that we're doing the timing, and we wouldn't forego an opportunity, but we will always come to you for approval. We will always let you vet what grants we're accepting and doing all that, because that's part of the rules and the process, okay? On that, I hope that helps.
Well,
or
and
makes sense.
if we
if
do
not,
that, then you're letting leadership know, but at the same time, it
Yeah.
goes, this is the process,
Right,
so that it's transparent.
Yes, sir.
So opportunity, and there is an opportunity to decline
right.
or
Yeah, we can.
move, but at
Right.
least it keeps it moving forward until
Yeah.
we say no.
We always condition or put the caveat that it's subject to our board's review and approval. So even if we say yes to accepting it, that we can later on dispense with the funds or whatever at your direction, okay?
Can I mention?
Go ahead.
And also, the child nutrition feeding programs are under the U.S. Department of Agriculture, not the Department of Ed. So their timing is very different than the Department of Education, and that's why we have these issues with the timing of our grants.
Okay, thank you.